love it. I love the sitting areas that take advantage of the views of the canals. That's beautiful.
I'm really excited about the new changes.
People turned out to celebrate the reopening of the Valley Ranch Library. We're going to show you all that is new and different.
It's big, it's bad, it's awesome.
A monster truck drives home a message. Find out the careers these students are learning about.
Really fast, especially when you're in a close connection.
A big time saver at the airport. See how these machines are already making a difference. Plus, possibilities for the former stadium site, who is sprucing up a rec center and preserving a piece of the past. This is City Source. Steering students towards science and how this truck can help. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. That story is coming up. But first, some big ideas for the land where Texas Stadium once stood.
I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here for our town hall meeting.
During a public input session at City Hall, residents voiced their thoughts on the land and heard from reps from development firm Oliver McMillan. The city agreed to work with that firm for 6 months and come up with ideas of what to do with the prime property. People at this meeting saw a lot of different concepts for the land, and to be clear, nothing is firm at this point. But this presentation focused on what is described as a high-end mixed-use development. That would mean a mix of retail shops, offices, and apartments. One idea presented that generated some buzz features several tennis courts.
We are looking right now to help brand this city. If you look at Arlington has football, they have baseball. If you look at Dallas, they've got ice hockey, they've got basketball. If you look at Frisco, they've got minor league ball, they've got soccer. Nobody in the Metroplex right now is doing tennis. It's a huge opportunity just on a recreational side. We're not married to it, but it is an idea that we can at least look into.
Also a focus of these early development concepts, luring international travelers with shopping opportunities.
You're talking about foreign shopping. In fact, it's a very big deal. It's very important. And it's estimated for our Houston project, in fact, that it will be about 30% of our sales. So we have a whole marketing program, we have whole advertising programs, we work with airlines. It's a whole strategy of how you go about that. And I do think it's important.
Again, nothing has been decided at this point. There are a lot of details to see on each of the ideas. Watch that entire public input session at ictn.tv, then click on specials. Visitors to the Valley Ranch Library will notice more spacious digs. Crews just finished out some unused space, and while that work was being done, the branch was closed. Now it is reopened, and Valerie Mason was there for the celebration.
Color Guard, advance the colors.
Residents eagerly awaited the reopening of the Valley Ranch Library in honor of the additional 5,000 square feet of space.
This looks nicer now. It's more bigger, more children book, and I like it.
I like how it's the children's area is easier to navigate and see and find the books that we want.
Just take a look around. There's a lot to be excited about.
It gave us, with this expansion, 20% more shelving. So that would be additional new materials of all of our collections that we can bring in for them.
Teens now have a more separate area, and that's not all.
I'm really excited about the new changes, especially the green room, because I like to do technology.
Creative minds can collaborate here on video projects.
It'll have a T1 table where they can, 4 people can plug in their computers or thumb drives and bring up what's on their computer screens, and everybody can see it projected up on a TV screen.
An extra quiet room along with 4 additional study rooms are now open. Kids can enjoy the interactive floor that looks like a coral reef, and it's easier to find a seat by the window.
It's a beautiful view on the north side where you can see the canal, and people would fight for window seats. So we decided to take all the shelving away from that north side and put in seating areas there.
Visitors at the reopening enjoyed cake in the enlarged program room.
We also increased the size of the program room by about 50%, and that's going to be a tremendous difference because we'll have author visits where we had
people standing around the back because there just wasn't enough room for them.
Though this facility has been closed since October during construction, residents were still able to pick up and return books thanks to this drive-through area.
We continued our story times at the Cimarron Rec Center down the street, so that was a really great way to keep in touch with because I'm a children's librarian, so I still got to see my friends at story time and I got to keep them updated.
The area used for this project was part of the original 26,000 square foot facility built in 2007, but it had sat empty until now. The new space was designed with the help of library users who provided ideas for the space.
There was ample opportunity for input, and I truly believe in this building that we have answered every request.
I really like the new changes because there's more to do in this library.
By incorporating more technology, adding space, and offering the books library users are used to, this building is ready to welcome everyone. Valerie Mason for City Source.
The election filing period is over, so we now know who will be on the May ballot. At production time, ballot order had not yet been determined, so here are the names in alphabetical order. For mayor, Herbert A. Geers and incumbent Beth Van Dyne are running. For City Council Place 3, it is Billy Hickman and incumbent Dennis Webb. For City Council Place 5, incumbent Rose Candiday and Oscar Ward are on the ballot. Here are the dates to keep in mind. Early voting is April 28th through May 6th. The election day is May 10th. The City Secretary's office can answer election questions. That number is 972-721-2493. There is also information at cityofirving.org. Now to something that can be a huge time saver while traveling. A lot of people used to long lines and customs can now pretty much speed through after just a few taps on a touchscreen. Brooke Pratt explains.
Going through customs can often be a headache for international travelers, especially during peak vacation times.
We came through in June and it was 3 hours here, so we missed all our connecting flights.
Well, these machines have already significantly reduced the customs wait in DFW International Airport.
It's not good to welcome someone with a 3-hour wait. That's no way to bring in, your visitors.
The airport unveiled 32 automated passport control kiosks, or APCs, for U.S. and Canadian citizens returning from travel abroad. The system allows travelers to input their own passport and customs information on touchscreens.
People coming in, they're spending a couple of minutes, they're looking at the art, and they leave. They don't have a lot of time to study every nook and cranny in the carpet anymore.
The travelers we ran into were in and out in minutes, and pretty happy about it.
Fantastic. Really, really fast, especially when you're in a close connection.
First time using it, not bad. Yeah.
A little bit faster than normal?
A little bit faster. I think it's easier to be able to put it in there and not have to wait and fumble through things.
That's pretty cool. Easy.
It's good. I guess it make it easier. No line up, fast tracks.
Having never used an APC kiosk before, I did a demo run to see what the process was like.
Traveling alone.
You simply slide your passport in to be scanned, adjust the camera to your height, snap a photo of yourself, and answer 4 declaration questions. Next, it'll bring up the flight info of where you're returning from and print off a declarations page. That's it.
Currently, we have it in English and in Spanish, and as more participating countries come on board, you would see that the languages will increase.
Once the declarations form is printed and there are no marks on it, you can go straight through to baggage claim. Only about 10% of the passengers that come through the kiosk are flagged and have to see a customs agent.
The system is so far proving very successful, so much so that we plan to share it with other airports around the country to make their experiences better as well.
The kiosks came at the perfect time, as DFW's international travel is soaring.
Over the past 3 years, DFW Airport has attracted new service from 10 airline partners and started service to 20 new international destinations.
One of the things that you're going to see in the coming months is you're going to see incoming flights from China. First time ever that we've got direct flights from Shanghai, from Hong Kong. You're going to see new flights coming in from Abu Dhabi and from Qatar.
In order to prepare for more international travelers, DFW plans to add 24 additional kiosks. And although the APC system currently only handles passports from the US and Canada, They'll soon add countries with visa waiver agreements, including the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, South Korea, Australia, and Spain. Brooke Pratt for CitySource.
In today's Crime Fighters, some pictures police want you to see. Investigators want to talk to this man as they look into two separate burglaries of the same home on Coletta Drive. Police say this man is either involved or has knowledge of the break-ins. If you have information, call Investigator McMahon at 972-721-2535. And this is your look at the police department's latest list of 10 most wanted fugitives. Charges these individual suspects face include forgery, theft, burglary, and more. See the full list at facebook.com/IrvingPD, and you may be able to be a CitySource crime fighter. Some volunteers spent a Saturday making a difference by working to preserve a piece of the city's past. Brooke caught up with the group at Sauer Cemetery.
Bruce Burns, a member of the Irving chapter of Ambucks, is here with his fellow club members and other city volunteers to spruce up one of the city's oldest cemeteries.
We ended up coming here because we felt like this is where the need was.
The Ambucks mission is to provide Amtrikes, like these, to those with limited mobility. Every couple of months, they also do service projects in the community. This project at Sauer Cemetery in particular drew some attention from Irving residents.
We can make this look nice. This is an old cemetery that we need to take care of.
Lifelong Irving resident Richard Lindsay found out about the service opportunity and immediately wanted to help out. He and others felt especially drawn to the project due to the historical significance of Sauer Cemetery.
There's a lot of history here.
There are many Irving pioneers buried within the gates. The goal of the project is to preserve their legacy by making the cemetery grounds a beautiful and safe place to visit.
Some of the people that are buried out here laid a lot of the pathway for Irving.
There's a number of things that need to be repaired in the cemetery, and the gate is one of the most prominent, of course.
The gate was starting to rust, and so they sanded it down and repainted it. Volunteers picked up trash, trimmed trees, collected limbs, weeded, and leveled sinking tombstones.
We're raising them, putting dirt under them. We've had dirt brought in.
It's going to be a busy day. So I got here early and I'm going to have some fun and help straighten up probably some military tombstones, and then trim some trees and haul some dirt and get some exercise.
It'll have a nice appeal when people drive by.
Ambucks members say the turnout was really good and they appreciate the volunteers' willingness to give back to the city.
Everybody that's here is here because they have an open heart and they're good people in this community.
This is an old cemetery that we need to take care of.
If you missed the chance to help out, Ambucks members say they hope the Sauer Cemetery facelift will become an annual service project. Brooke Pratt for CitySource.
Coming up, a monster truck and monster-sized careers. But first, WebWatch, our most popular and most talked about videos online. Our story previewing the DART Orange Line extension to DFW Airport is generating a lot of attention online, including from a noted trade association. Air Rail News wrote on YouTube, "Great to see more rail links coming to U.S. airports." Thanks for that comment. Another story from our last show is also getting views. Visiting scholars from Nigeria toured the Heritage Senior Center to gather ideas that they can take back to their home country. And rounding out the list, our touching story on Mustang Mentors for Veterans and how some believe the healing power of horses can really make a difference. We are working on a follow-up to that story for our next edition of CitySource. If you missed any of those stories, find them at ictn.tv. That's also where you can watch us live 24/7. Plus, catch us at youtube.com/thecityofirving. We have more than 1,000 videos for you to watch, and we always like it when you leave us a comment. Utility customers have options to help them avoid the sometimes long lines to pay water bills at City Hall. Credit card and electronic check payments are accepted online at cityofirving.org. Look for the Payments tab around the middle left part of the page. The city says it's a secure system that requires a personal code to access. Customers can also use a credit card to pay by phone. That number is 972-721-3774. Also online at cityofirving.org, a new resource to update residents on road construction projects. Just click on the road construction sign on the middle right part of the homepage. When a student watches a monster truck show, his or her mind is probably 1,000 miles away from any textbook. But a recent event was aimed at helping them see the connection. Employers say they need students interested in science, technology, engineering, and math. Brooke shows us the monster-sized push to build that interest.
The truck we have behind us is Gravedigger. It's a monster truck. Created it 32 years ago. It's big, it's bad, it's awesome.
Gravedigger is one of the most iconic monster trucks in the Monster Jam Tour. Its drivers have won several world championships.
I've been a fan of Dennis Anderson since I was about this tall, so I've watched him race since before I could remember.
They're just at all, you know what I mean? It's like they're my fans, and they know that I love them.
Dennis Anderson teams up with Universal Technical Institute, or UTI, every year to promote the programs offered at the school.
We're very thankful that it comes out here. Yeah, you buy the tickets and you go see it at the arena, but you're not going to get this close.
Hundreds of DFW high school students got out of class to learn more about what UTI has to offer.
I just hope that they get the idea that there's an industry in this field that a lot of people, I think, underestimate.
UTI faculty members led prospective students on tours of the Irving campus.
All this stuff that you're seeing here, it starts hitting the road here, yeah.
Along with hands-on training, a lot of the learning now emphasizes more math and science than ever before.
Pretty much parts changing grease monkeys kind of going away, and we focus on diagnostics, electrical. We're building technicians.
It's no longer a field where you can turn a wrench, take apart an engine and put it back together. You really have to learn what you're doing and know what you're doing to be successful at it.
Careers in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math are hot in the job market right now. These young people are learning how their hobbies might someday lead them to lucrative careers.
I love working on cars ever since I was younger and been around them. I'm really interested in the Porsche program here. Had a free tour of the campus, got a lot of fun games, having a lot of fun out here.
So what does a monster truck have to do with UTI? Many UTI grads go on to work at dealerships, private repair shops, or national retailers. But some go on to work on bigger engines.
Not a lot of people think of being a technician and working on monster trucks, but hopefully, bridging that connection.
This massive truck is over 12 feet tall, weighs more than 10,000 pounds, and costs over $250,000. Dennis Anderson has several UTI grads on his Gravedigger team.
It blew my mind that they even had, a campus that had dynos and would teach you all of the great stuff of racing and working at dealerships.
Anderson says the UTI grads are a great fit for his team, and he had a message for prospective students.
Pick a path in life, get focused, and let's get rocking and rolling, baby, and go racing.
Racing towards successful careers that can be encouraged by a monster truck and developed in classrooms. Brooke Pratt for CitySource.
The Irving Convention Center is super busy with big events this time of year. We are out covering a robotics competition, which is also meant to increase interest in science for our next show. Also ahead, the USA Judo National Youth Championships. You can see they are some tough athletes. Those matches are March 22nd and 23rd. And further ahead on the calendar, March 28th through 30th is an event for knitters and crafters called DFW Fiber Fest. March 29th is the Alt Car Expo, and we are going to be all over that event, showing you some of the newest vehicles running on alternative energy. April 11th through 13th, sports stars will be at the Game Day Connection Fan Fest. And April 12th is the Deaf Nation Expo. So a lot going on. Find ticket prices and a full listing of public events at irvingconventioncenter.com. Runners still have a chance to register for the GE Irving Marathon. Hey, there's even a few weeks left to train. You're looking at video from last year, and this year's course will be a bit different. It will include the Convention Center, the Campion Trail, and more. The marathon will raise money for our Children's House at Baylor Irving. The marathon is April 5th. Register and learn more at irvingmarathon.com. The group Keep Irving Beautiful takes on a lot of projects across the city. In fact, they just took on another one and got some help from a national volunteer group.
We're at Center Park Recreation Center, and we're painting an activity room that will be enjoyed by all the youth and visitors of this park.
We are from all over the place. Chicago, California, I'm from South Carolina, there's another girl from North Carolina, anywhere, Indianapolis, all over the place.
Well, we're really excited to work with these volunteers.
We go and volunteer in communities anywhere that we go, and it can range from anything. We could be helping outdoors, we could be painting, we enjoy doing it.
We've worked with AmeriCorps last fall. We did a paint project with them last year, and we also did a tree planting project. So what they did is they went back to their home base in Mississippi, and they gave our name to the next group that came to Irving, and they contacted me, and we went from there.
You live with people that you never met before for 10 months, and you have to get to know them so well, but we really are a family, and we have a great time. We work really well together, and I couldn't ask for a better team.
This recreation center sees thousands and thousands of visitors, so they're all going to get to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Plus, it allows the park staff an opportunity to focus on other activities besides painting, so it's a win-win for everyone involved.
It's very rewarding for our team, just to get the opportunity to help out communities. I know before this program, I just didn't really know a lot about volunteering in the community or what a difference it makes. But after this program, I would definitely say it just gives you a better perspective on it and makes you a lot more determined to do it once you get back home.
One of the next big activities for Keep Irving Beautiful is the Texas Trash Off. It is part of a national Great American Cleanup. The local effort is Saturday, April 5th at Trinity View Park. Register by emailing info@rockthegreen.org. A big party for pets and their people is coming up. Get Rover ready because Petpalooza returns to the Animal Care campus with games, contests, vendors, food, and more. The event celebrates the 4th anniversary of the Animal Care campus. Petpalooza is Saturday, March 29th from 10 a.m. until 2 at the Animal Care campus. It caps off a week full of adoption specials. Quite a list here, so I hope you have a pen handy. March 25th is called 2 for Tuesday. Get 2 pets for the price of 1. Wednesday the 26th, adoptions are half price. On Thursday the 27th, dogs weighing more than 40 pounds are free. March 28th is Free Feline Friday. And on the day of Petpalooza, pets 4 years or older are free. Under 4, those adoptions are half price. And you don't have to wait to adopt. A lot of great pets are available now. It's time for our Pets of the Week, so let's head out to the Animal Care campus.
Hi, I'm Mary down at the Irving Animal Care campus, and I'm here with the Pets of the Week. Our first pet of the week is Molly. He is about 6 months to a year, black domestic short hair. He is very fun and loving, likes to talk, and likes to be pet a lot. As you can see, he's very sweet and ready for his forever home. For our second pet of the week, we have Chico. He is approximately 1 year old, male Chihuahua, short hair. He is tan and intact, and with your $100 adoption fee, you'll get a voucher to get him sterilized. Come down and take a look at Chico today. For our third pet of the week, we have Happy. Happy is an intact male terrier mix. We're guessing approximately 12 to 18 months. He is a very sweet and gentle boy. As you can see, he just loves to be held. He's very alert and friendly. Come down and take a look at Happy today.
All right, thanks a lot, Mary. The Animal Care campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. A lot coming up for you on the next edition of City Source, including coverage of the Irving Tennis Classic. Plus, it was one of our more popular stories from last year, the robotics competition called First in Texas. See what challenges student-made robots have to conquer this time around. Plus, a follow-up to our story on the healing power of Mustangs. Meet a girl who is receiving a potentially life-changing gift. Email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. We may read some of your messages here on the show, or you can always comment on our videos at youtube.com/thecityofirving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with more of the grand reopening celebration at the Valley Ranch Library. Thanks to everyone who was a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.